Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, let's show you this photo here, a video really from Cedar City from yesterday. Hey, it was a wintry scene down there in southern Utah. We had those off and on snow showers coming down, creating some havoc out there in some spots. But you can see the ground being covered on April the 2nd. Pretty impressive. How about Kanab, all the way down towards the Utah-Arizona border? And we had those spring snow showers coming down on April the 2nd out there, and some pretty decent-sized snowflakes coming down as well here. And, yeah, just kind of hard to believe that this is now into the month of April. We've got the trees blooming, the flowers blooming, and, yeah, we're seeing scenes like that still coming down out there. Now, this morning, temperatures not bad. We've got upper 20s and low 30s in many spots, low 40s for our friends down in St. George. It's not too cold, but it's not necessarily warm as well. So grab your jackets as you step out the door. 4-1 radar showing us fairly quiet conditions, but we do have a little bit of moisture still spitting out there this morning. Now, we don't have the instability that we had yesterday afternoon, so it's not widespread, but there are a couple of flakes probably flying just to the north of Escalante, and then a few more flakes around the mountains there near Cedar City. And so we're keeping an eye on that. And then as you get over towards the eastern half of the state, we've got a snow shower or a flurry or two flying still around the Green River area. And radar trying to pick up on a little moisture along the Wasatch Front. Not sure much of this is hitting the ground, but could be a sprinkle or a snowflake or two, maybe especially around the Bountiful Bench there coming down this morning. But overall, we're quiet for now. But with this upper level low still spitting across the Beehive State, that counterclockwise flow will continue to pull in that moisture. And with some daytime heating, we get the instability. And that's what really helps to blossom those scattered showers. And we're going to see that again for us today. So we got the upper low right now, giving, again, the best chance of precip across the eastern half of the state, really the southeastern half of the state. But as we go throughout the midday into the early afternoon hours, notice how that coverage blossoms off towards the north and west. And so we get towards the I-15 corridor, maybe even as far north as the Wasatch Front, a couple of passing snow showers. Again, this is going to be isolated to scattered in nature, very similar to yesterday, but for some folks, it may come down for a quick 30, 40 minutes pretty good before it dissipates. And then the coverage will focus across the eastern half of the state again for us this evening and tonight. And that trend will start off for our Friday morning. But Friday afternoon, we're still dealing with that low pressure. So still a couple of isolated to scattered rain and snow showers will be possible. So snow accumulations through Friday evening. Here's how it's looking right now. The northern mountains could pick up an additional 4 to 8 inches in some spots. Not all of the northern mountains, but in some spots. The LaSalle and Navajo mountains could pick up about 4 to 8 inches there, especially for elevations above about 7,500 feet. And then notice the southern mountains, all said and done, about 6 to 12 inches once we wrap everything up here from yesterday into today. So below average and unsettled weather conditions, that big trough is in place. But notice how it gets narrow as we go into your Friday, and we start to see that high pressure ridge popping up. That's going to build in just in time for the weekend, and I think you're going to like that weekend forecast. Look at the temperature trend. We go from the 40s into the 50s, the 60s, and eventually by next week, we're back to near 70 here along the Wasatch Front. And looking beyond that, above average temperatures looking very likely as we get towards the middle of the month of April. So maybe this is the last little taste or gasp of winter. We'll see, but warmer and drier conditions definitely looking likely as we go into the days to come. All right, St. George. Isolated rain showers possible for us today. Highs upper 50s to near 60. We're in the mid to upper 60s as we go into the weekend, wrapping up the weekend with 70s. And we'll be in the 80s as we go into next week, possibly approaching 90 by the middle of next week. As we look at the Wasatch Front, we've got upper 40s for your Thursday with a few rain and snow showers. Isolated rain and snow showers possible again on Friday. A beautiful weekend and even better weather heading our way as we head towards next week.